All right. Welcome, one and all, to the Off the Rails Sports Podcast. I am John. If you could hit that like and subscribe button, it means a lot to us. And let's go over a couple games. We got the Seattle Seahawks playing the New Orleans Saints, and really there should be a mercy rule in football. Seattle 44, Saints 13. You know, Sam Darnold playing really well for Seattle. It is amazing that we are seeing quarterbacks in the NFL landscape who were on the trash heap. You know, it used to be, you're a starter, you go to the bench, you never see the field again. And now we're seeing Sam Darnold being one of them. He rehabilitated himself in a system. It does seem like San Francisco and LA, if you're a quarterback and you need to rehab, go there for a little bit and you'll find your way. Minnesota, too, I think, would be a good one. But like the Rams, Baker Mayfield went there for a little bit. Sam Darnold went to San Francisco. Minnesota, we had Daniel Jones. There is certain coaches who do know, I guess, how to get through to quarterbacks. I think Pete Carroll would be on that list, too. But Sam Darnold just had a really good game. 14 of 18 for 218, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. They were in total control. New Orleans, I want to believe in Spencer Rattler. I don't know what to say there. I think they do a pretty good job drafting. They seem to have a pretty good defense. They're banged up on the offensive line, but Rattler, if you're not getting wins, that's how the NFL looks at you. If you look at the scoreboard or the scorecard, he's 28 of 39 for 218, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but they just weren't in the game. I mean, that is the lament. I think you're looking at the number one pick in the draft, and unfortunately, Arch Manning isn't as great as everybody thought he was 3 weeks ago. We'll see. He's still got time. Alvin Kamara, 18 rushes, 42 yards. I mean, nothing worked for them against Seattle. McDonald just seemed to have it. Kellen Moore, we're going to see if he can right the ship. Ever since Sean Payton left, there is something wrong in this organization. They seem to do a pretty good job of drafting. They get some receivers, Agave and guys like that, and then they get hurt, or I don't know. I just don't know what it is. I mean, is it the ownership? Maybe it's the Bensons. I know they won a Super Bowl back in the day. Since the wife took over, I don't know if there's the same stability or emphasis on the organizational structure. I don't know, but there's something there. And I like New Orleans. I think it's a great city. I think they have a really good culture there. I just don't know. I mean, ever since Bountygate, this team just hasn't found a way through. And maybe they got to go and shell out the big money and get a big name coach who's going to get total control of the organization. I don't know what you do. And thinking about it, like who's out there, not sure. Mike Vrabel would have been a really nice choice, but he seemed destined to go to New England. I guess we'll find out as the year plays out. But I'm looking at this team. I think it'd be amazing if they got 3 wins. They're 0-3. They haven't really been competitive. I guess we'll see how it plays out. I do like Spencer Rattler. I just think he's overwhelmed and overmanned. All right, let's talk about the Arizona Cardinals. They should have got a win, but they didn't. San Francisco comes out on top, 16-15. De Niro hit a last-second field goal, lifts the 49ers. Big story in here is Nick Bosa got hurt. The superstar defensive end for the 49ers, we are going to see. It did seem like Kyle Shanahan in the post-game talk was very worried about where Nick Bosa is. This team is not the same without Nick Bosa. I mean, that is going to be a big thing. Mac Jones, no Brock Purdy. Like I said, about some organizations are really good with the quarterbacks. Mac Jones came in, rehabilitated from the New England debacle. 27-41, 284, a touchdown and an interception. Kyler Murray, they just played so well. They came up a little short, but they're still 2-1, right? 22-35 for a $159, 1 touchdown. I will say this. I think that Arizona is the most underrated team in the NFL. I'm not a big fan of it, but for some reason, They just find a way to pull out victories. Kyler Murray, I think, is a real, you know how most podcasts, when they have a top 10 and they have put 20 guys in there, Kyler Murray is never in that list. He definitely is a top 10 quarterback. He really is. If you look at the skill personnel, he doesn't have a lot there. And I don't know, somehow he's the wizard. He figures it out. Hey, they're 2-1. They're 2-1. It is what it is. All right, if you could, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment. I'll try my best to respond to them. And we'll see you soon on Off the Rails Sports Podcast.